welcome back to Monday Night Raw, once again live here on Jack the Mac Gaming from Rosemont, Illinois, as we get set for the debut of Paul Heyman and Raw's newest acquisition. Apparently we have a new tag team stepping on the scene here, as we've already seen one earlier tonight in the Usos, who were able to come out here and make a very successful debut against the well-established Alpha Elites. And again, I was nothing but impressed by the Usos and what I've seen from them just out of that one match. A small taste of what's to come for one of the greatest tag teams in the world, I'm sure. But here we're laying our eyes on another formidable team in the War Raiders. It's Hanson and Rowe. Boy, these guys know how to put an ass whooping on you real quick. But I'm excited to see who we got coming here. Not taking anything away from them, but Paul Heyman's newest acquisitions, Monday Night Raw's newest tag team. And is that the Ascension? Oh my God, it is! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring. Please welcome to Monday Night Raw, Victor and Connor. And as you can see behind them, Paul Heyman, the Ascension. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the Ascension, I think you're going to be after this match. This promises to be a hard-hitting affair with these four gentlemen involved. Now, these guys are ominous to say the least, but they absolutely can deliver the pain. You can see the intensity level is through the roof when these guys are in the ring. Connor and Victor looking to do some damage here on Monday Night Raw, and they're beginning with quite a tough task in the War Raiders. Hanson and Rowe, again, fairly new competitors here to WWE and Monday Night Raw, but these two gentlemen have been around the world, as we know, well established in other organizations, former tag team champions in different organizations, but none of that means anything here in the WWE. This is a whole different breed, a whole different world when you step into a WWE ring. And you can see Victor starting things off, looking for a double team, and Connor delivers that heavy blow to the ribs. Hanson's a big-bodied guy, and I'm sure he can take a lot, but coming from a guy like Connor, this guy is a monster. Humongous. All muscle. And he whips Hanson into the ropes and delivers a big boot. And he stares down Raymond Rowe and gives him a shot just for the hell of it. And Connor, powers down Hanson to the mat with a power slam. And you can see Paul Heyman looking on with delight. Heyman opened the show tonight with a meeting with CM Punk, basically talking about how he wants to bring in some new acquisitions here tonight, and I guess this is who he was talking about. But he also mentioned something about the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, which will be coming up here in about 4 weeks. We have our eyes locked on that as Curtis Axel watches his Perfect Protection try to get things going here against the Ascension. So I'm interested to find out what Paul Heyman has in mind and what he wants to do with Extreme Rules and where that's on. And of course we know the history between CM Punk and Paul Heyman. Those two are not only on good terms, but I mean very, very good friends. So Paul Heyman has found his way back here to Monday Night Raw, and with CM Punk at the helm, I don't see Paul Heyman going anywhere anytime soon. But there you see Victor distracted there a little bit by Hanson, and Raymond Rowe was able to capitalize, but Victor's fighting back. And again, we know the Ascension have been around here and there for a few years. They haven't had a lot of impact, but I just think that's due to them not having a lot of opportunity, really. Honestly, I think given the opportunity, which is what Monday Night Raw is all about, I think these guys could skyrocket to the top and possibly one day become the tag team champions. As Connor has his hand extended for the tag, he's wanting to do some more damage. The damage is done right there as Connor, everything that this guy does has such impact. just something as simple as an elbow drop. It's like a bus falling on your chest. As Connor's lining up Rowe for a big bulldog. And you see a little bit of agility out of the big man there. But the Ascension are well known for their aggression. Their aggressiveness levels turn up to 11 anytime they're in the ring. These guys dominated NXT in their short time there. I mean, these guys have that ability to control a match, to control any opponent. As you can see, the War Raiders are not to be taken lightly. And the Ascension, oh, nice STO there by Victor. The Ascension bringing the noise, bringing the power, bringing the pain. And Curtis Axel's got to get his War Raiders back in shape here, back on track. And Victor slides over, and we've seen this before. Victor's lined up, and the fall of man hits. The big man went low, and the little man went high, which is a little different from how they usually do it, but it found its mark nonetheless, and Connor follows up with a heavy axe handle to the spine. And the War Raiders, again, they find themselves on the ropes here. They're in a little bit of trouble. Maybe taken a little off guard as Connor sends Rowe across the ring, and they're setting it up again, and this time we got him in the right position. Victor goes low, Connor goes high, the fall of man one more time, and there is no way Victor able to deliver a hand there to Raymond Rowe, but he's going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. There is no way anyone is going to kick out of 2 fall of mans. But the bigger story here right now, again, Paul Heyman has acquired himself an A-plus tag team, in my opinion. Not only that, but he's acquired himself a tag team that can really inflict a lot of violence on the WWE roster. Once again, Monday Night Raw Tag Team Division, put yourselves on notice. New York's finest, get your targets locked on these guys, because I wouldn't be surprised to see them coming for your championships. What a scary sight, these guys. Nightmare-inducing, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a look from last night. Now, this is video footage. You can see it's a little banged up, but it's video footage after the match when Sting was assaulted by Lars Sullivan. And Sting's screaming in pain. He thinks his ankle's broken, and the trainers decided to rush him to the local hospital immediately after following the events of
RVD.
Lars Sullivan, who wrapped Sting's ankle in a steel chair. I mean, he just... I'm not even going to tell you what happened. You know what? You want to know what happened? Hit the like, hit the subscribe, go back and watch The King of the Ring, and you'll see Sting's career may be in jeopardy, and I'm not saying that lightly. I fear that we may have seen the last of the Stinger. And personally, I have question after question running through my mind. Specifically, what would become of the Universal title if Sting can no longer compete? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Again, Monday Night Raw is full of questions. There's nothing new about that. That's the way we like it around here. But we do lose focus sometimes, so we're going to reshift. As you can see, the modern-day Maharaja making his way to the ring here. And I'll tell you why. You say, why the hell is Jinder Mahal out here? Well, Jinder Mahal has been beyond impressive since coming over here to Monday Night Raw, and I myself personally find myself a little shocked. I may have underestimated this guy, but he has, he's seemingly quieted his haters. I mean, week after week, this guy just performs. He gives everything he's got in the ring, and last night at King of the Ring was no different. Again, if you want to hit that like and subscribe, do yourself a favor, go back and watch King of the Ring. And if you watch any of that King of the Ring, make sure it's the triple threat match for that Intercontinental title that involved these two men and The Undertaker. Man, that was a hell of a match. Hard-hitting Cesaro coming out here tonight to face Jinder Mahal. Now, this is a #1 contenders match to the Intercontinental title, since The Undertaker was able to pick up that victory last night. But Cesaro, from what I saw, he just could not get it going. I mean, he was on the ground. Anytime he was getting back up, he'd get knocked down again. He was taking bumps left and right. I mean, but he showed heart. He didn't give up. He kept fighting. He kept fighting. He kept coming, you know, but ultimately it was The Undertaker, the Dead Man, the American Badass. I'm going to call him the American Dead Man. He was able to pick up that victory and retain his Intercontinental Championship. So here we go. These two guys remain at the top of the mountain for that contention. And we will have a winner to this match tonight. One of these men will clearly be the Intercontinental Championship's #1 contender when this night is over. Cesaro backs Jinder up into the ropes there. And you can see Cesaro is still taped up. Again, the medical staff was very, very busy last night. Definitely earning their paychecks. Cesaro with a nice go behind into a German, but Jinder, there you go. And that's what I'm talking about. Jinder Mahal has been on a roll as he has a nice go around of his own into a devastating gut buster. Now again, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about Cesaro. We can see the ribs are taped up. I'm not sure if it's a lower back injury or a rib injury, or I mean, it could even be an abdomen injury, and we'll see here how he fares. Able to kick out at one there. And I believe Jinder may have just been testing the waters there. Usually he wouldn't go for a cover so early in the match, but again, he may just be curious as to the condition of Cesaro, as we all are. Jinder rolls away. Very smart competitor here. He knows when he needs to step away and take a break. But Cesaro is not letting it happen. Jinder! And these two guys have been able to figure each other out over the past few weeks, I see. Cesaro went for the drop kicks. Jinder trying to take Cesaro's head off. And I mean, these guys have lined up against each other here for the last few weeks, and that's what happens. You get to know a guy. Jinder seems to be in control here. Seems to have Cesaro very well scouted. Oh, there he goes. Sends him into the steps. And again, that's not going to do those ribs any favor. I believe we're at an 8 count here. We're nearing a 10 count. Yes, the referee reaches 8. Cesaro's got to get in the ring. Looks like Jinder's going to give him that opportunity as he comes in with a speeding STO. A lot of impact on there, and Cesaro finds himself in control for really the first time in this match. But again, Jinder quick to fight back. I'm seeing a lot of heart. Now again, the fans aren't really taking to Jinder Mahal, and that's understandable considering his actions in the past. And I'm not necessarily speaking to Jinder Mahal's character. I'm speaking to Jinder Mahal's abilities. I'm speaking to Jinder Mahal's talents. I'm speaking to Jinder Mahal's future here on Monday Night Raw as we see a cover there off of a nice springboard back body drop suplex. But Jinder Mahal, he knows when to pull out the rage, and there you go, and he's raking those forearms across the face of Cesaro. Jinder Mahal knows. He's one of the smartest in-ring competitors we have here in the entire WWE, and the SmackDown general manager and owners, I'm sure, can attest to that. But he knows when to turn. This isn't really the smartest thing I've ever seen him do. And again, that might be that commentator's curse as Cesaro lifts him up. And he's taking him for a little bit of a spin in that airplane, and he slams him down unceremoniously. Jinder Mahal getting a little full of himself there, placating to the crowd. And Cesaro was able to take advantage, but Jinder, quick like a cat, pulling Cesaro back down to the mat, hitting the back of his head. And again, you got to think, whether this is a rib or a back injury for Cesaro, I mean, getting slammed around, getting thrown around. What a beautiful move there. Cesaro goes into a cover. That was an extremely unique pinfall attempt there by Cesaro. But I was saying before, that gorgeous move, it really doesn't matter if it's a rib or a back or an abdomen. You know Cesaro feels, I mean, right there, that little kick to the gut, that's like fire in your stomach if you have a torn abdomen. And again, Jinder off the ropes and follows it into a backbreaker. Every breath that Cesaro is taking has got to just be a world of pain. Jinder may be looking for the end here, as again, he knows, and he's setting him up, absolutely, for the Colossus Bomb. Jinder Mahal may have just put Cesaro away. The cover, 2, and Cesaro able to get that shoulder up. Cesaro able to get the shoulder up. I'm not sure why he didn't just reach out for the ropes, but Jinder has turned on the rage. And he's got Cesaro all over the ropes. He's not letting him breathe here, even if he could. The story of the night tonight for Cesaro is absolutely just no chance to even breathe. He's trying to find everything he can do here just to separate some space and slow things down. He's got Jinder locked in that little chin lock, but Jinder's fighting out here. And Cesaro may just not have the power behind anything he's doing. Again, with no air in your lungs, there's nothing driving an impact there. Once again, Jinder, and you can see the shortcuts he's still willing to take, and he doesn't come up successful there. Cesaro able to kick out, and that's the thing about Jinder's character. He does show a lot of heart and a lot of fight, but he takes a lot of shortcuts too. And there's no shortcut on the way down here. Cesaro's got him up in that butterfly suplex, and I'm sorry. Apparently I forgot how to pronounce the letter L. But Jinder slammed down hard, and Cesaro follows with that double foot stomp. Jinder's got to be careful here, because if Cesaro gets on a roll, this could be over real quick. He hits a nice hatch suplex. Jinder Mahal finds himself in trouble, just as I said. And again, you got to wonder whether it's Cesaro or whether it's Jinder. Oh, wait a minute. And Jinder, once again, a Colossus out of nowhere. Cesaro into the lights. That's got to be it. And with 2. Cesaro's still able to power out at 2 somehow. I was going to say, you got to wonder if The Undertaker even cares who it's going to be. If he has a pick here, I don't know. But right now, he's got to be looking at Cesaro and thinking, if somehow he's able to win this match, that's going to bode very well for the American Deadman, as Jinder follows up with some more just despicable actions here. I don't think Jinder needs to resort to all that, honestly. I think if he just focused more on his talent. I mean, right there, he just booted Cesaro halfway across the ring. He has to take his knee to catch his breath, but once again, if Jinder can just focus on his in-ring actions here, he could be a very, very dangerous man here on Monday Night Raw. And once again, Cesaro finds himself on the end of another devastating move. A back suplex, driving whatever air is left in those lungs. Cesaro doing everything in his power here, just dropping to his knees and hitting that fireman's carry. But again, with no strength behind anything, Jinder's able to just work his way right out of trouble here. Jinder Mahal with another, that is viciousness on display here. Jinder knows how damaged Cesaro is, but Cesaro hits a suplex, and Cesaro once again, here we go, mounting a comeback. And wait a minute! Is that Sheamus's music? With Jinder, Cesaro turns around, Jinder catches him in a roll-up. 1, 2, 3, and Jinder Mahal steals one! What the hell just happened? I swear I thought I heard Sheamus's music. It doesn't even matter. Jinder Mahal able to pick up the victory. Jinder Mahal is your #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, like it or not, folks. What a shocker that was. Ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to Monday Night Raw once again, and we have taken our last commercial break. As we just saw a shocking turn of events, Jinder Mahal picking up a victory. But ladies and gentlemen, we did just receive word during the commercial break that next week, live here on Monday Night Raw, Ruby and Asuka will be teaming up to face Sasha Banks and a partner of her choosing, if she can find somebody willing to do that job. However, if Sasha cannot locate a partner by next Monday Night Raw, she'll be going it alone against those two ladies on the opposite side of the ring. And that does not bode well for Sasha Banks. That would not bode well for anybody. Speaking of not boding well for anybody, here comes the Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black. And again, whoever steps foot in that ring across from this man, good luck. Good luck with your future. Good luck with the next few minutes of your life, because you're going to need it. I use that word dangerous quite a bit, but I don't think it's more appropriate at any time other than when Aleister Black is in the ring. One of the most... I don't even... He's not... I don't want to say... He's not devious. He's not conniving. But he is cunning. He is so intelligent. His ring philosophy, he knows where to hit you. He knows how to hit you. He knows how hard to hit you. I mean, this guy is literally a weapon. As you can see, he also bears the scars from last night's King of the Ring. And I'm sure Aleister Black did not sleep well last night. But he will have his chance at revenge. Aleister Black gets one more chance at Dolph Ziggler here tonight, as these two men did meet in the finals of that King of the Ring tournament. And you can see right there, King Ziggler making his way out here to Rosemont. This man was able to pick up the victory last night with a little bit of help from his friends. Nonetheless, he is your 2018 King of the Ring. Now, we did receive word from CM Punk that Adam Cole dare show his face here tonight. Adam Cole has been not only barred from ringside, Adam Cole has been barred from the arena. CM Punk is taking no chances in this match. There will be no OWN interference. This is Aleister Black versus Dolph Ziggler one-on-one. Adam Cole is not in the building tonight. We do know that. And again, CM Punk basically daring Adam Cole to show his face, but Adam Cole is not a dumb man. Dolph Ziggler is not a dumb man. Dolph Ziggler is absolutely capable of winning this match on his own. Make no mistake about that. And here we go. Number one contendership to the Universal Championship on the line as Aleister Black looks to regain his spot at the top. But Dolph Ziggler also skyrocketing the OWN here on Monday Night Raw. These guys, I was speaking highly of the Gentleman Club earlier. The OWN, I believe they have absolutely just made more of an impact here on Monday Night Raw in the last 2 months than we've ever seen before. And it's just two men. It's two guys doing all this damage, you know, as Aleister Black misses a knee, and right there, it has done nothing but just re-energize Dolph Ziggler. Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler's partnership has really benefited both of them. It's really just brought out their personalities and brought them success with a nice move there, an innovative backbreaker. Dolph Ziggler finds himself in the driver's seat here. Aleister Black making his way back to his feet, and that's where he's going to need to stay, but with moves like that, it's going to be tough. Aleister Black, his big claim to fame is his feet. Oh, and right there you see why. Oh, he can deliver those elbows too. And a beautiful roundhouse knee to the face of Dolph Ziggler. Right on cue. I mean, Aleister Black's, his biggest impact that he can make is with his feet. So Dolph Ziggler's best game plan here is going to be to keep Aleister Black off of his feet, obviously. And my God, you can see right there, that is going to be no easy task as Aleister Black goes into the cover, only getting a 1 count. A lot of people misconstrue the OWN, and they think that Dolph Ziggler nor Adam Cole can really pick up a victory on their own. And oh my goodness, what a buckle bomb that was. But I believe a lot of people were misled. A lot of people were misconstrued. Dolph Ziggler can beat any man on this roster on any given night. And he has proven that for the last decade and a half. So that's That is not just my personal opinion, that's a fact. Adam Cole. This is more of a personal opinion, but Adam Cole, I believe, is the future of wrestling. I believe Adam Cole is a future world champion in the WWE. I believe he's going to be a future top guy. I see the brightest star shining in Adam Cole. But these two guys getting together has, like I said, it's done nothing but really just ignite a spark in both of them. And Dolph Ziggler, we've seen a little bit more viciousness, and you're seeing it on display again here, as we saw him do this last night, as he slams Aleister Black into that rail. That barricade wall does not move, folks. Aleister Black, always the fighter, and again, you can see he bears the stitches there that he had to receive last night at the hands of Dolph Ziggler. And he's looking for payback as he drops Ziggler on those steel steps face first. Referee reaches a 7 count, and Aleister Black with the awareness to break it up. And either one of these guys, again, picks up the victory here tonight. Sting's got to be having eyes in the back of his head. I mean, with Dolph Ziggler, can you imagine Dolph Ziggler winning this match here tonight? Sting is going to be haunted for the next few weeks until Ziggler can get that title shot. Believe me, I would fear for my life. And Dolph Ziggler's calling in. What the hell? Dolph Ziggler? What in God's name? TM61, Dolph Ziggler with a steel chair. What the hell? TM61. I don't understand what the hell's going on here, folks, as Aleister Black just continues to take a whooping at the hands of Dolph Ziggler. And now TM61 setting Black up. And the Thunder Valley. The Thunder Valley to Aleister Black. What business do TM61 have out here with Dolph Ziggler and Aleister Black? Yeah, that's great, guys, but what the hell are you doing? Can you explain your actions here, or what? As we see, Aleister Black has just suffered through more than any human being can suffer in the last 24 hours. And look at this! Ziggler has handed them the shirts! TM61 indeed have joined the ranks of the OWN. They just keep getting stronger, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about out of time. We want to thank you for joining us.